What's going on, everybody? It's fragged out, swagged out, and you already know why I'm here. Forgive the wine mouth, but salute to everybody on this Sunday. I'm about 3 copas in, so I'm getting a little purple tint. With that said, today I'm going to discuss 2 fragrances that have had a little bit of drama behind it, sort of. Not really, but definitely a lot of questions have come up. One of them came out last summer. Next one came out about a year later, and it was featuring an artist, a musical artist. So you already know the first fragrance is by Kilian at Angel Share, and then the second one is the one that just came out with the nice little lid, and it is Angel Share featuring French Montana. And what does that mean? Who really knows? Clearly, French Montana had no hands-on in the development of this fragrance. Maybe he had some insight when they were making it, but if you look on their website, you see that the perfumer is the same on both fragrances. I did see another review. I had only seen one on YouTube, and I know the other reviewer did hold them up in the light, and one was darker than the other. But for me, both of my fragrances are the exact same hue, so there's no difference there. So that gives me no reason to believe there's any difference in ingredients. Now, when you look at the website, the original says that it has notes of cognac, tonka bean, and oak wood. And that's it. And then it says that the remix, so to speak, of the French Montana one has cognac, hazelnut, and oak wood. So the sweet facet for both of these, they would tell you that are 2 different things. Hazelnut and hazelnut and tonka. So that's really all the information the website will really tell you about the fragrance. Now, I've had them. I've had the original. I just bought the other one. Quick disclaimer, I am from the Bronx, so French Montana's down with it. You know, I'll cop it, why not? Plus the bottles are not nicer, so it looks nice on your display. If you're not about the display thing and all that, then it kind of makes no sense for you to have both, I would say, for the most part. So a lot of questions, the main question is, are they different? Or are they different enough to warrant purchasing both? Is it a redundant purchase? And is it different enough to own both? Is it different enough to pay $195 to own both of these? I don't know if I can say that with a clear conscience, especially if you're not just into collecting bottles. Is it kind of different? So here's what I said to someone else who asked me. I will say this right off the bat. Ultimately, it's the same fragrance. Are they being honest when they say that one has tonka and one has hazelnut? I don't know. I don't know if that's what the difference I smell. Do I smell a difference? I smell something different. And what I smell different is not in the actual fragrance, but in the performance. And I say that because when I spray this one, it has that nice, sweet, cinnamony opening. It transitions, gets a little woody, kind of boozy. And then at the end, it has like, well, the final fragrance is more of a kind of a cinnamony kind of cognac drink, I guess you can say. But it does a lot of transitioning there. While this one's transitions are very similar, what I feel in the featuring French Montana is that the opening is very similar to the dry down of the original. So I feel like ultimately what happened here is that Kilian had an idea to make maybe an Angel Share Intense, and was in conversation with French Montana and said, hold up, I have a perfect place for you to kind of insert yourself in our brand. Add a label, add a name, make the Intense, and change it from Angel Share Intense to Angel Share featuring French Montana. I don't know the back workings of it all, but what I know is this. If you don't own both of them, or either of them currently, and you want to own one, and it's still available, I would go with the French Montana one. Why? Well, again, it's the same price. It's a nicer presentation, unless you think that's a little too gaudy, in which case, go with the original. This one, for me, opens up where this one dries down, so it has a little more intense. The sweeter facets are sweeter. The boozy facets are a little more boozy. The little woodiness in there kind of stands out. So it's just a stronger version of the original. Is that all in my head? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You know, smell is personal. How you see things. The juice is definitely the same. So it doesn't give me a lot of reason to believe this is different ingredients. Is maceration an issue here in the process? Probably. The original came out a year ago. This one just came out. Maybe that has something to do with it. But at the end of the day, the original takes longer to get to that point where I'm really in love with it. And the new French Montana one opens up and there's really amazing, kind of slightly boozy. And I would say slightly because Angel Share is not a really boozy fragrance to me. Slightly boozy, very cinnamony, sweet, gourmand leaning kind of fragrance. Both of them kind of remind me of that same kind of vibe that you get with Wojan from Parfum de Marly. Both of them are great. Are they different? Not really. Are they both worth owning? One or the other? Sure. If you collect bottles, sure, get both. Why not? If you need one, I'd go with this one, the French Montana. But ultimately, if you're looking for a totally different fragrance, you're not going to get that. If you're looking for the original with a crazy twist, you're not going to get that. And it could just be that my bottles were produced at different times, because I know the one other reviewer on YouTube, and I can't remember the name for the life of me right now, but I'll probably leave the link in my video. There is definitely were a difference in the hue and their juices. So they had something going on there, and they definitely smell something different. I don't really get that. I bought both of them directly from Kilian, so it's not like I went to a different store or discounter or something. You got some, both of them from Kilian. So at the end of the day, great fragrances. I don't know that they're too different, but if you had to pick one, just don't even go to do the buying both and comparing. Go with the French Montana. It's definitely great. It has that nice cinnamony, slightly boozy opening that you like from the original, but it gets straight to the point, I guess is my point here. Maybe it's not different, but if you're gonna pick one, here's the one. Or at least that's what I think. You know, if you have the opportunity, check them both out. And if you have a different opinion and you think something different, or maybe for you, they're exactly the same fragrance, go ahead, leave your opinion. I'm always down to hear what somebody else got to say. Like, you know, I saw somebody else review, copped the second one, and now I'm leaving mine. So feel free to do the same or leave your comments below. That's all I have for you guys. Once again, I am fragged out, swagged out, and I'm out.